Harith.
A better Granger goes through.
Yeah.
Emblems by IndyHome. Fabian should be able to take this away from Emman. And yes, he will with the Retribution. Emblem check, Firmness, and the Tenacity. Same emblems that he went for when he played the Criminal last time against RRQ. And everything else seems to be the same. I guess we could talk about the Vitality for Anavel. Maybe it's... maybe he went for Vitality because Vitality, the global director, is in the building.
Oh. Well, the actual reason is he wants to have
HP.
4
Yeah.
of the Firaga armor because it stacks up with the HP.
Could be cool though, you know?
Yeah.
A good reference.
For sure, for sure. He knows that there you go.
Oh. This is interesting. I would have thought that Fabian would want to invade early on, but I guess because he was forced to use Retri on the Gold Crab, he decides not to, and he's actually now behind of the X-Borg. That's not a good sign. On the Suyo, you usually want to abuse the fact that you clear faster than the X-Borg.
Yep. Now the first turtle fight. Like I wonder who's gonna be have the advantage here. I mean, Finn on the Carmilla. If he does get level 4, that is a huge buff. But right now he does not have it. And Anavel, if he wants to get close, he has to, I think, burn his last insanity to get close.
Anavel's level 5 already.
Let's see. That's gonna be an engage.
There you go.
Strike popped early. Anavel. No Viraga armor. Ron is doing a splendid job there to perhaps close all angles. Now Moreno though, cheeky approach, but seems like TLID will calmly take the first ute.
This is one of the reasons why X-Borg's not really the best jungler out there. Like once you get your Firaga armor out, even though you know that this is a fighter jungler, a jungler that's supposed to get the objectives, it does not work that way for this guy.
I think it's very good if you have a composition that wants to fight Turtle 1, right? Snowball off the bat. But again, like you mentioned, yeah, this is a Masha on the other side. It's not really someone that will be online quick, especially considering it's up against Phobius Anavel.
Good disengage there. Good read by Luke and Anavel. They sniffed that, hey, perhaps Sweetie's around, so let's back away.
Slow game for BTR. They really want to just play for Emman, I'm guessing. But if they do, it is very risky as we get into the mid-game. Number 1, Phobius will have so much free space. Number 2, Chip. That is the most scary thing, especially when you don't have any Purifies on the board. You get Crash Course, that's a shortcut. Luckily for Moreno, or luckily for BTR, Moreno has stolen the shortcut, so he'll be able to respond against it too by putting his own.
It's a battle of teleportation between Moreno and also Weedy. Bottom lane though, it looks like there's a lot of traffic there. Aaron Chiki smells something funny in the bushes as we're going to take a look at the items so far that they've secured. Oh, Dreadnought, first item for Anavel.
Yeah. Also Dreadnought for Aran on the Phobius, dealing with the Masha in lane.
This is just a full utility X-Borg so far.
Yep.
It's not even building towards a War Axe, which is the usual stuff.
It's also the build that Kyrie went for, right? Still with the War Axe. Now we're not going to see it. We're seeing just pure tank.
With a silenced rope, maybe, to kind of weather the damage from Aaron Chiki and also Yehezkiel, and makes himself a bit more useful in the objective fights. This is a contrast on what happened in the first game.
Yeah.
We had like, I don't know, 16 kills in 2 minutes. Now 0 on the board, 5 minutes or 4.5 minutes elapsed.
What happens when both teams know their win cons, right? For BTR, they know that they can't rush it. Unlike game number 2 and game number 1, they can't really rush it, but... Oh.
Wow.
They're not on the turtle.
The fact that TLID is not even there is interesting.
Super slow take though.
Well, that's why.
See here, it's gonna be a further airstrike. Good stun, shortcut pop. That's a 2-man knockup though. That's gonna be one member around immobilized. Free hitting by Yaman. Fabian takes the turtle. They want to fight Luke. Very low. Managed to reposition. No casualty from that fight. No first blood here for the first 5 minutes. Different story if we take a look at game 2.
It's just an objective battle, Mirko.
It is, and it's one that TLID will definitely have the dub on. Again, they were late to the turtle, but there's no risk in being late for the turtle. When you have a chip, BTR, when you're also up against X-Borg, by the way, it's not only the chip fender airstrike on Moreno, poking him down there, but it's also against a very slow turtle taker. Anavel can't really... Oh, wow! Witty, witty, witty!
Witty with the conceal, Amon, very low.
Happy birthday!
That's a... that's, again, just first blood. goes to Witty this time.
Man, already 2K for TLID. And it was like 1.8 even before that kill. So far, TLID has been winning in all fronts, even getting the top turret for this.
First item priority for Eman is going to be the Holy Crystal. A quick one. 6 minutes in, but Aaron Shiki will be the one taking the turret. It seems like Fabian as well is putting that pressure down up in the mid lane. 2,600 gold lead building for TLID. This is looking like a slow snowball that'll end up being a death ball. Remember, usually when you have a 2,500 gold lead, you won't always be able to push on the tempo. Enemy team can just play slow. But with the chip, you can. You can just step on the pedal and never let go. You don't need to break.
I think the reason why Witty hasn't been doing that is because he knows that Finn is on the other side. And in the first example earlier, when Witty was using the crash course, the retaliation was actually quite decent from Finn, almost getting one. So that's why he's been very, very careful on placing his teleports. And look at the items, Annabelle. Athena right away.
Respecting the damage from Farsa and Harith. Both will be a big threat. Aaron Shiki is on the way to the item power spike. Arando will be zoned away. BTR now. Turtle 3 is when they decide to make the move.
It's practically 3v4 now. If Masha joins a 3v5 in favor of Big H Ron. Now Luke jumping in altruist. Yeskiel now wings by wings force. Fabian providing the cover. That's gonna be Luke though. Very low, taken down. Turtle should be the red Terminators, but Fabian denies it away. That's gonna be Annabelle now isolated. Last Insanity won't do much damage. Amon flickers out of danger, but Annabelle caught red-handed. TLID. What an execution.
That is just unfortunate. And the fact that TLID didn't even use their full power in that fight. Aaron Shiki was in the gold lane, or like bot lane, trying to get the turret. BTR, they focused all their resources towards the turtle and they didn't get it.
A schmackaroony, 2 turtles, and a lot faster clearing gave Fabian such a big lead. And you just don't win those against Fabian on a Suyo. This is the reason Fabian has had the highest win rate on Suyo in Indonesia. The way he plays it is so clean. Just waiting again, utilizing the clear, and he's fine playing it slow. A lot of Suyos are kind of forced to play early. They want to fight, they want to get skirmishes. Fabian plays it in just a clinical way when necessary. TLID really studying from game 1 and game 2, where they just clashed, and clashed. Now they're playing it clean, backing away, jumping back in, utilizing that Soul Sever Retry combination against an under-leveled Annabelle. Also, really good Feather Airstrike earlier to start things off by poking Annabelle. Even with the Athena shield, it's not enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to remind you, 8 minutes in earlier, second game, it was 19 kills. But in this game, 9 minutes in, we only get 3 kills. Bottom side, good push. Very similar on one of my ranked games. Suyo split pushing.
Absolutely, man. Playing alone. Carrying alone sometimes. That's Suyo.
Sometimes.
Armando, level 9. Against Aaron, level 11. That's 2 levels, brother, man. That's not a lead as a gold laner, that's a massive lead. It's called the gold lane. If you're ahead by 1 level, 2 levels, that means you got crazy amounts of gold, man, and crazy amounts of just team fight power. 9 minutes in, I think Aaron's about to hit that Holy Crystal. Really, for BTR now, it's about the clear game with the X-Borg and with the Kimmy. They're going to have to go back to plan D, all the way back to like the old, the late game plan. And that's not good, man, for BTR, because TLID, they scale pretty well themselves with the Harith.
I mean, they can take the 1v1 button in the bottom lane, unless...
Careful, Aaron Shiki. Talon force popped. But what a clutch shortcut there, Aaron. It goes back to the initial positioning. That's going to be Bigatron now. Just a man down. Should be a free lord for the Cavalries.
Yeah, I said it was a 1v1. It turns out to be a 1v4.
It's never 1v1 with Chip.
Yep.
Sir Witty the Wise. Make sure of that. Aaron with the Holy Crystal we mentioned earlier. That's the power spike, boys. 10 minutes in. Now it really comes down to if TLID make a mistake. I think that's the name of the game now for BTR. Because it looks like it's a game where already BTR are raising that white flag.
Yeah. I think they're just hoping also for a clump up for Finn to be able to execute the Curse of Blood. That would be ideal, but Mirko, something that I noticed, Eman, I believe he's heading towards a Berserker's Fury.
Didn't get to catch the items earlier. But yeah, you're right. Holy Crystal, Divine Glaive into the Berserker's Fury, so it's a hybrid build for him. Well, right now, we can't really be too concerned about the builds, nor can BTR. They gotta be concerned about the Lord and a big dive incoming. Aran already has Immortality. It looks like... Oh, it looks like a big... Whoa, Aran. He has Immortality. Oh, my lord.
There's a reason why he built the Immortality, because he knows he's gonna die. And right now, there's no Mathilda as well. It becomes even more dangerous if he gets in Annabelle's range and Eman's.
Gotta be more careful indeed. Amon takes a drop from that feather airstrike. Bottom side turret, very low. No Viraga for Annabelle. Top lane will trigger the holy defense there. But the Lord will actually take hits there. Take a couple of hits on towards the main base. And that will be 8,000 established already, gold-wise.
TLID, what happened? Get with the program. This is MPL ID. You're supposed to be disciplined? What? Only 4-0? Why aren't you diving?
I think for them, game 2 was enough brawl.
That was,
There was a ridiculous amount of brawl. So now they're just playing it clean, man. There's no real need for them to brawl it out.
Both coaches went on a break. We're like, just chill, guys, just chill. Mid lane turret falls.
Holy damage.
TLID. They will back away. They will be satisfied though, taking 2 turrets in the process.
Well, from Iron Shiki's point of view, there was a tickle towards Eman. But Eman fell over. And there you go, the Berserker's Fury secured. Might want to try that in ranked game, guys.
You might want to, at this point, for BTR, it really just feels like it's extending the game, right? It's not really going to be an answer right now. For BTR, okay. Now Annabelle goes for a little bit of damage after the Brute Force. Is he going War Axe now? I guess they're still scaling with Luke. The cope is they got late game, but what late game do they have? This is not a good late game. They've lost almost of their base turrets. Full control on the side lane with Witty having a shortcut. Oh, Luke decides to open up.
They can't move,
This is dangerous.
Witty.
Let's see, Aaron Shiki with Moreno this time. Shortcut! Aaron Shiki deals more than enough damage to take Luke down. That's going to be Moreno isolated and Witty securing that kill. Bigatron now only stands with 3, but their airstrike will zone the members away.
I don't get the idea. Does he not know Weedy was there? That should be the case because that was a weird take coming in from Moreno and crew.
Oh my goodness, they're looking for the reverse sweep. Ladies and gentlemen, it will be different from leg 1. This time, Team Liquid, they